Okay, somebody tell me a funny joke.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo hoo.
Oh, don't cry.
Oh, you made me
Knock,
cry.
knock. Look, this thing.
Who else knows a joke?
I do.
Tell me a joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Elephant.
Elephant who? That was crazy. There's like a real elephant sitting right beside me. Hey friends, what's happening? This is Tony Stanrod back with another weekly dose of Friday with Friends. So I do this every week, as I always say, just to show you some connections, make some new connections, share some stories, share some laughs. And this week I've got another very special guest with me, and I'm going to let him introduce himself. What you got, man?
Hey, thank you, Tony. I appreciate you having me on here today. I've been watching, your videos weekly.
Yeah.
I love seeing what you're doing with introducing your connections to other people. And but first of all, my name's Matthew Hoagland. I am the team leader of the Hoagland team at Remax Premier Properties. I've lived in Louisville for probably, I'd say 32 of my almost 37 years. So Louisville native, so to speak. And man, I'm just happy to be on here with you and talk and share a few minutes with you. So,
Dude, I've been looking forward to this. I mean, ever since I started doing this, first I got through my family, even had my mom on last week, and I was thinking, well, when I branch out and I start getting connections and friends in my life, and you were one of the first to pop into mine.
No, absolutely. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. So yeah, Matt and I, we've known each other, our families have known each other for 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 years, 10.
9 or 10.
Yeah, I mean it all runs together. So we've been friends for quite some time. Back in the day, Matt was my realtor, and I went off and got my own license, so he's not my realtor anymore. It's nothing you did.
No.
No. But,
I mean, I still kind of am your realtor.
Yeah. You still kind of. No, but Matt's been he's just been a big life source for me for the past, I don't know, man, year, I guess, jumping into the industry. And he had me on his podcast, the Hoag List, crazy enough, like 6 months ago. So I mean, I've been in this with him for about a year. And I mean, outside of just all the business side of our relationship, I mean, the reason that I stepped into this is because of friendship. Like, I trust Matt, I know Matt. So on that topic, just on the friendship topic, so this is something I ask everybody every time I do this. Like, if you were to define friendship, what would you say?
Oh, I would say, for me, because, thinking about all of the different friends in different locations and places, it's friendship to me is somebody that you can count on when you call on them. You may not need all of your friends all at the same time.
Right.
And you may need a different friend for a different purpose. But I think just, we're all busy.
Yeah.
But I think just being available and being an ear, being a friendly face,
Mm-hmm.
being, somebody that you look forward to seeing.
Mm.
But that's kind of, to me, that's what that means. We should strive to add value to other people's lives.
Yeah.
In my opinion, and that's what. I've got friends that maybe don't add as much value as others, but that's not everything that I'm trying to be. So, with all that being said, let me kind of circumference all that in.
Yeah, no, that's good, man.
No, I think just being friendship is just it's just trying to be a good person with other people and sharing your talents and then also taking in their talents as well. So I mean, we're all different and unique.
Yeah.
You bring a lot of different things to the table in our friendship, and then obviously our business partnership, and then hopefully vice versa.
Yeah.
It's mutually beneficial.
For sure, man. Yeah, no, you make an interesting point. So I feel like that is a lot of it too. Is like you gravitate. I mean, I think a lot of ways we gravitate toward people that are like us, but I think some ways also we gravitate toward people that aren't like us because there's things that you're good at that I'm not, that I need, or vice versa.
Well, and it's interesting, even on that topic, I feel like a lot of times the people that aggravate us the most are the people that are the most like us.
Yeah, goodness. Well, and I say this, and I love all of my children. You've met them all. But I'm a middle child. June's our middle child.
Yeah.
and that's the one that aggravates me the most. But it's because she's so much like me, you know. And so so I totally get that. You know, man, I've had a few conversations with people like in the age range that we're in now. You know, we're in our early 20s. Not really. Kind of late 30s, and some people find it difficult to have friendships in this stage of life. Like you said, just the busyness, kids are growing up. Like, do you find that to be true in your life? Is it harder to maintain or even have new friendships?
Yeah, and you know, I think about this quite often. Like, as the more that our kids get older, like I think about, like, we don't hang out with our friends as much as like when we were first married, and you know, the further that we get along into our journey, I just see that, you know, there's less time dedicated to those friendships, and I think that that's a healthy way for us to, you know, have some time apart from family, is having those friendships and just kind of recharging, you know, what you're doing every day, and getting kind of off of that normal, that normal grind that we're in right now. So yeah, I mean, that's why, you know, I love having lunches with you, and trying to sneak out on the golf course a little bit here and there, you know, going to the lake, doing just those kind of different things. But yeah, I definitely wish I saw my friends a lot more. So.
Yeah, no, and I think there's a lot of truth to that, man. It's almost like true friendship at this stage in life. It's almost like a respite, you know, like it's just reconnecting with people that you know you have commonalities with, that you know will listen to like whatever's happened the last 3 weeks or month before you've seen them. You can just unload. Yeah. And it's just life giving. Like you've got somebody to hear you and listen to you and say, yeah, me too.
Well, and some of my favorite friendships that I have are the people that I don't talk to, but maybe once or twice a year. Because it's like you said, as soon as I start talking to them, you know, we just pick right back up. Yeah. And it's just, you know, those are the kind of people that, you know, you may not see, but for as long as you live, and you got a cell phone, and you're going to be able to connect with them in some way, and I think it's life giving. You know, we've used that term before. Friendships are definitely life giving.
Yeah, I think there's something to that, man. Like a true mark of friendship is somebody you hadn't talked to in a long time, and when you do, you just pick up right where you left off. Yeah. You know, just natural. So, yeah, that's really good, dude. And a lot of what you just said. I will, just as an encouragement, say that, like, that you are that for me, you know, and that's why I love doing this and just, like, showing people, like, this stuff matters, man. Friendship matters. So,
well,
so
that's
I'd
why
love to make the connection. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, thank you. No, I appreciate you saying that, because, I mean, that's really, that's kind of why you and I do what we do every week. You know, even in our jobs. I know we're sticking on the friendship thing, but I you know, we care about other people. We care about seeing other people happy and being a resource, you know, and I know that we care because I see how we interact, and when we talk about circumstances when people are unhappy, like what it does to our psyche, like not because of how it makes us feel when we do make people happy, but when things are not quite comfortable or going the way that, you know, our clients and things like that, you know, I see how it makes us feel and talking with you about it, you know, on both sides. So
yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, so last question I want to ask. So pre-COVID, for those of you that know Matt, you did not have that hair on your face.
Or on my head, really.
So how are you liking the beard, man?
It's I wish it was a little more presentable. Like it is.
Oh, dude, looks
like
good, man.
It's definitely patchy in some parts, but dude, I'm liking it, man. You know, my oldest child loves it. She, you know, I shaved it. Kind of in the middle of all this, and she was like, "Oh, Daddy, grow your beard back," type of thing.
Yeah.
I think it puts a little age on me, but no, dude,
it looks good, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and the other guy that's on the team with us, Mike Secor. I think whenever we did the podcast, you weren't bearded, so I was like, man, there's something about bearded guys that you hang around with, and now here we are, beard on the face. Yeah. No, that's good, man.
Now, one day I'll, like you and Mike, I'll shave my head. So.
No, don't do that, man. I'll live vicariously through your head of hair. Don't do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you hopping on, man. I value your friendship.
Yeah, man. No, I value you as well. And thank you, and hopefully, you know, was able to add some value to this. And I love what you're doing here with the weekly videos.
Cool, man.
Dude, keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, for sure. And I appreciate you all tuning in and checking this one out. We'll come back next week with another weekly installment of Friday with Friends. But until then, peace out. See you guys.